And we're back! Woo!
Today we're talking about the 7 ways for guys to get swiped right on Tinder or Bumble or other dating apps.
This article actually comes from Men's Health, and this is where we're going to be getting it. Sabrina has not read it yet. I went through it, took a look at it, and I want to know how she feels from a female's perspective of whether or not this is even relevant or accurate for the guys out there that are actually trying to get dates based off of this information.
And I'm not gonna lie, I've had my experience with Tinder and Bumble, so I think I know these things.
Yeah, for those of you who don't know our history, we met on Bumble. We both swiped on each other, and that is hence swipe right. So we have a little bit of experience in this. It doesn't mean we are experts, but you know what? I'm mad about my success.
Oh, that's cute.
We want to talk about this because it's not as much of a faux pas as it has been in years prior. It is said that 1/3 of all new marriages are coming from online dating and dating apps, and it's on the rise.
I didn't know that.
1/3, that's huge. So this is a big deal, and figuring out the system is a big deal because, you know, if this is the way everyone's meeting, then you gotta figure out how to crack the code, and that brings us to number 1 on the list, which is how to crack the photo code. There's certain guidelines that you can follow. So you don't need to be necessarily like the best looking person in the world. You've just gotta seem interesting. Put about 4 or 5 pictures of body and headshots on there, and then like have 1 active shot, something outdoorsy, something like that. No topless, people don't like nudity. No pictures in bars, that's not the best way to go about it. This one's interesting, no pets. I'd like to hear your opinion on that.
Depends on what kind of photo it is, because it's true, it could come off creepy. Like, what if you just had like 7 cats?
Yeah, well, and their point is here that it's not sexy.
If you're like taking a dog on a walk and you look adventurous, or like in a hike, that might be like attractive. I don't know, if you had a picture with Leo, maybe that'd be weird.
If you're this conflicted, then it's probably best to just go with the general rule of don't put pets in your pictures. That's it, straight up. Also, one of the other ones is no cars and no smiles. That one was interesting to me.
No, I don't agree. I want to see those teeth.
They said that it's a brooding or like a straight face is more attractive statistically than showing a smile.
No smile? That one really surprises me.
I know. When I read that, I was really surprised too. I mean, I usually like to get a little bit of smolder. But
I actually remember you had one on your profile that you were smiling, and I loved it.
Well, my first picture on my profile, which I'll put it up, I'm not smiling.
Yeah, you weren't. It's like it was like, I don't know why I remember this, but it was like your very last picture. You were like fishing or something and you were smiling, and I thought you looked really good.
So I unknowingly feel that I followed this code pretty well. I had the outdoorsy ones, I had the body, I had literal headshots. I used like legitimate headshots in mine. Brings us to number 2, which this one is interesting. They call it the ninja trick. Have a buddy shoot about 30 seconds a few 30-second videos of you. I don't exactly know what they mean by this. Reading the breakdown, they're talking about, and maybe some apps out there now allow you to have short videos of yourself, but I think what they're saying is that then from that 30-second video, pull out certain pictures of yourself from that. Because candid shots, and again, pictures where you're not looking at the camera are the most appealing. Do you think that it's really hot when a guy's not looking at the camera?
I can't like think of a picture that I'm like, oh, like that's hot when he's not looking right now. Like I can't like picture a picture like that, so. Apparently
it must be more creepy when a guy can look directly at you and there's more mystery when he's not looking at you. Let's go on to number 3 on the list. Keep it short. As far as your bio goes, don't put novels on there. So this one, you write about your passions, something really, really quick, just explain, you know, what you're into, but don't get lengthy.
When you do get lengthy, it looks a little weird. It's like, how much experience of this do you have? Like, you want to look like you don't really have experience, or like you don't really care, but you do.
And it also, you play aloof. You don't want to seem desperate.
Yeah.
Number 4, throw in a couple imperfections. Now, this is kind of important because you don't want to seem like you're just the know-it-all or you're flawless. You want to have a couple of, you know what, I don't sing karaoke very well was the example that they gave.
So I think it's cute. You can do that like a little bit, but don't go too far because then again, it looks like you're trying too hard.
Yeah.
Isn't the dating game fun? You have to like not try so hard, but you're really trying really hard. Like you're reading an article.
Exactly. You're trying hard not to try hard. I mean, there's articles about it, but it's literally your life. It is a game. And let's go on to number 5 to find out more about that game. And with a way for ladies to respond. So
perfect. Yes, girls need to do this too.
So what they're talking about in their example is, one time I was attacked by a bear. You'll have to ask me how, or why, or where, or whatever. So you leave a little playful banter opening, and it gives the girl something to talk about right off the bat. If I had done this, you might not have had to say "hey" as your opening line.
You'll never let that go, will you? True. I like that. I like that you can keep get the conversation going. However, don't do it too much. Don't do it like every message.
What do you mean?
Like where?
No, so this is
just the opening.
This is either the opening or at the end of your bio.
Oh, okay. Oh, okay. Then yeah, that's good. I thought this was like you can do this whenever.
Yeah.
Like.
Which one would get you? I want to hear. I'm gonna throw out a couple and see which one.
Okay.
One time I was held at gunpoint. Ask me how.
No.
That wouldn't do it?
That's like, that's weird. Creepy.
I pooped my pants.
No.
You'll never guess how old.
Oh, that's funny. It's hard because I just think of you.
Obviously, those ones are really intense or extremely gross and creepy. You probably shouldn't talk about fecal matter within the first message. Number 6 on the list. Message her with an unfinished sentence. This one kind of applies more for email dating. I think there are ways you could build it into a Tinder app or whatever, Bumble or anything like that. But what they're meaning is...
Who email dates anymore? What's an email dating?
A lot of people email dating, like Match.com.
That's email dating? I thought it was
Well, you send like messages to each other. Yeah, I mean, you still send messages to each other.
I know that was like email dating.
Well, and so their example is, did you know ... And then you go in to finish that we both know Brian, or that, we both have a love for cats, or whatever it is. Girls get like 50 to 100 messages sometimes on different dating apps, and you want to be direct and straight to the point. So their point is, get her hooked. Make her want to read more.
But it is good to get to the point. That's good. I like that. Get to the point. Show them what you like. Show them interest. Done. Ask questions about her. Take her out, or ask her on a date. Get going.
Well, that brings us to number 7. You're jumping ahead of me. Meet quickly. And this is something that we talked about. I think talked maybe a few days and met within a week.
Oh, I feel like we met that week.
I didn't know we did that quick. I thought we kind of like waited a little bit longer.
We talked over the weekend and we met on Monday, I think. Yeah, it was a Monday.
I like that she remembers. It helps me.
It was my friend's birthday that day.
Yeah, you just want to expedite the process, basically. You wanted to get things going. The more you prolong it, the more like you could say something wrong.
Don't prolong the process. Meet her or meet him, whatever. Just do it. That's why you're on the app.
So they have a bit of research actually that gives you a statistic that says the ideal amount of days is 17. That's a long time.
Until you meet?
Yeah, that's a long time. Like meet within 17 days, I think is what they're saying.
That could be long because you could lose interest by then.
I feel like we live too fast paced for 17.
Unless like you live far away or something and you like FaceTime, at least FaceTime in between that 17 days.
Okay, hold on. Do you think that you should FaceTime as like one of your first dates?
Well, not
or
a date.
Your first meeting?
Well, I think meeting is fine because sometimes you could be scared or creeped out. What if you got catfished?
That's
a real thing.
Catfishing is real, so FaceTime could help with that.
I've heard some girls, they did FaceTime before they actually met up because they felt more comfortable that way.
Interesting.
If you're gonna wait 17 days, at least do the FaceTime in between that.
Obviously, science knows best, and dating is becoming a science. So there's gonna be more articles coming out, and we're gonna break those down because I really enjoy talking about dating because it is so important. It's been so important in our lives. We actually talked about it the other day. Hey is the difference between the last year of our lives.
Yeah, if I never had wrote him and said hey, I wouldn't be here right now.
So my advice, and I've got my own rules to swipe dating, but I'm gonna give you one real quick, is stop thinking so much about it and just do it.
Agreed.
As soon as you do it, just put yourself out there. It's gonna be fun. And share some stories below. I want to hear some dating stories if you have any. And if you disagree with any of these, I want to hear it like she does with the smiling. Do you like smiling pictures? Do you not like smiling pictures? Let us know.